Hello everyone, I've received dozens DMs messages asking me for real winning samples of GCUB scholarship essay. So today in this video, I'm sharing with you essay 1 and essay 2 that actually won GCU scholarship last year. And I'm doing this video with the permission of the person that I worked with for us to achieve this. So in this video, I'm showing you not just how good the essay should look like, but I will be pointing to you why it stands out. But before we drop in, here is a jaw-dropping fact. Remember that in this current GCUB opportunity, only 58 universities showed interest and there are 850 scholarships available. So if we divide these two figures together, that means each university can award on an average only around 14 spots across both MSc and PhD. Now, imagine the global competition. Hundreds, maybe thousands applying to each of these 58 universities. So what this means is that your essay must stand out. And it has to go beyond ChatGPT polish. They need genuineness, clarity, and authentic voice to truly stand out. I've worked with some professors. Of course, I've related with some professors. And I can tell you that most, if not all, the university have a way of filtering essays that are written with AI. So make sure that you go beyond using AI. Do your best to make sure that your essay stand out. And I'm wishing you best of luck. Now, let me share my screen with you. 4 things stands out in this particular essay one. The first one is like a brief introduction about the author, about the applicant, which quickly outlines his academic background and long-term vision. And you could see in this essay 1 too, that personal anecdotes were also mentioned. That is why it's choosing the links, and why it's choosing the feed, and of course how it links to his country need. Then it also talked about his academic interest. It mentioned specific research topics, and of course it mentioned university, you could see. So it was tied to Brazil's resources and expertise, which is relevant to GCUB goals. So the third thing that we can also see from this particular essay 1 is that it explains intended work and like a post degree in home country, what he intends to do after the scholarship. So talking about policy, teaching, community impact, how whatever the knowledge he stands to gain will impact his community. It also shows a robust plan for giving back. Yeah, that's it's also a strong alignment with GCUB mission. I saw somebody that was asking from the last video that they said we must go back to the country. Well, I will also say that it's dependent, but GCUB said that you should show what you intend to do upon returning to your country. And the fourth thing that this essay 1 reveals is that it mentions what has been done. It reinforces a sense of responsibility and long-term thinking. Okay, so also it coincides. It is not above 1,000 words. Don't forget, your essay 1 should not be 1,000 words. It shows alignment with the program's goal. It maintains personal voice. This is not a generic essay. Okay, and of course you can see that it is academic in nature. It is well structured, and that's it, guys. So this is essay 1. Now this essay 2, let's look at what it contains, and I want you to pay close attention to like 8 different items or subtopic under which this essay 2 are written. The first one is like an introduction to the essay itself. So it contains an introduction, and you can see here that we also quickly outline, like we try to explain the subject matter, what he wants to do, right? So thereafter there is justification. Why this course? So there is a justification, and when you are writing a justification, you can also include the university that you actually want to study, for example, at UNICAMP, because you know that the faculties are expertise, or maybe you've had a conference there, or you have read a lot of publications that were churned out from that particular program. So not only that, link the justification to, of course, the needs in your home country. So link it to the needs, link it to your personal goal and all of that, link it to the goals one of the goals of GCUB as well. So includes, or you should mention, like I said earlier, mention specific faculty if possible, labs or local resources. Then the second one is the research problem and theme. You have to clearly define with context, evidence and research questions. So I told you, ChatGPT will not be able to do all of this for you. You still have to read, please. You still have, this is not, if you are really interested in anything academic, then you need to read. Don't just leave everything, oh, do this, ChatGPT, do this. ChatGPT will not bring out your, will not do the reading, total reading, thorough reading for you, and will not bring out the research gap, right? It might try, but it is AI, it is machine generated. So of course it is prone to error. Even ChatGPT will tell you that there is like a caveat that ChatGPT will always say that everything I'm giving you is not totally, that is subject to error. Okay, so make sure when it comes to the research problem and the theme, don't handle it with negligence. Then of course you could also see that there is a delimitation and justification. Of course, the scope is realistic for an MSc. It is also realistic. So let your own be realistic. If it's for MSc or PhD, let it be realistic. That, if you are writing a proposal for a PhD, there are certain rigor it should contain. You see, over and over, there's a particular course, they call it research, what's the name of this course? I did this course at the University of Lagos. I did it like 3 times at the University of Lagos. So it has really helped me. It has really built me. So anytime I'm trying to write a proposal for people, I know what, or if I'm reading your proposal, I know what I'm looking for. So if these rigor are not there, well, it is not good enough. So make sure that it is all these things are there. The scope is realistic for an MSc of a PhD, and it contains rigor. Don't do a shabby work. Okay, justify why you are focusing on that scale or region as well. Another thing that is very, very important is literature review. To be honest with you, a good proposal is born out of a literature review. Or okay, how do you want to come up with something where you are not going to do a review? So you have to do a review. Review is like reading some journal text that has been published earlier on and looking for research gap, looking for contributions, looking for what they pointed to that would make the subject matter better, right? So this is what we call literature review. You are reviewing what has been done by researchers earlier on, and you are looking at what they suggested. Okay, so that what they suggested is what you are thinking. Okay, they said, oh, so many works has been done, but there is still like a paucity of knowledge. So guys, make sure that you do literature review. At least you can review 2, review 3. Okay, review some done in Brazil, some that were done in your own country. Make sure all of these things are in place. Then methodology. This SC2 you are looking at, you can see it as methodology. So specify the method. So what is the method are you going to be employing? Is it going to be like a qualitative, quantitative, or will it require a field work? And you must also specify why either of the 3 that I mentioned, qualitative, quantitative, or field work, why they fit in. Okay, so mention the timeline and resources. Show that you have thought ahead. You are not just dabbling into what you have not like seen the end from the beginning. Okay, that is very, very important in proposal. You should have like a gaze of what the ends will look like from the beginning. So, and the second to the last item is the timeline. So the month, the year. So the proposal should contain what you intend to do in each of the months. Okay, maybe for the first month you're going to be learning the language, or for the first month you're going to be doing literature review to give you better understanding. So you have to make sure that you do a timeline. So the timeline, don't forget that the master's program is like 2 years, and so each of the months within these 2 years you must specify what you intend to do. Or it's just like a guide. It's possible that when you get to Brazil, it might be changed, it might be it might be edited, but then while you are applying, make sure something like this is included. Then the last one is the bibliography. When you read all those literature that I say you must read, as you are reading them, cite them. If you don't do this, if you cite them, if you read their work and you mention it in your work without citing them, it is called plagiarism. So make sure while you are reading, you are also citing. So cite it very well. So you can use there are different citing formats. You can use APA, you can use Chicago, but the one that is for Brazil is ABNT. Now, I'm not saying you should be rigid. I'm not saying you should use this, okay? But I'm saying it again that the acceptable referencing format in Brazil is called ABNT, Association of Brazilian blah blah. I forgot the full name. And like I said, I'm in a research space, so I know all of this. So in fact, if you are applying to some schools, they will specify to you that your references must be in ABNT format. If it is not like that, they will reject the application. So if you want, you could, GCUB is a bit lenient, so they are accepting whichever format you are coming up with. But if you want to go extra mile, you could also make ABNT. You could also make your references to be in ABNT format. So just demonstrate that. Just demonstrate some level of scholarly, seriousness. So one of the reasons, or let me say 4 of the reasons why this essay 2, why I think it works is, 1, it is detailed. It is detailed, but it is also focused. These 2 words are different, they mean 2 different things. It is detailed and it is focused. The next one is that it shows a plan, a fully planned project that is to be executed in Brazil. And it also shows a methodology that matches the program's facility. Okay, so I'm not just applying to a school and what I intend to do, the facility is not available. Then the last one that make it stand out is that it is written in an academic yet accessible tone. It is an academic tone and it is accessible. Okay, so let yours reveal that. So thank you guys. Now, these are the takeaway I'm going to be giving you from this video. Number 1, tailor your essay to the GCUB mission. Number 2, stay within the word limits and the formatting. Maybe, Times New Roman, font number, time spacing, maybe 1.5 times spacing, 2.5 centimeter margins. All these things are rigorous. Let your proposal show all of this. The third thing is that let your voice matter. Let it reveal your voice. Let it reveal personal. Let it reveal genuinity. The fourth takeaway is that let your plan be plan concretely, right? So the last one is that make sure you use academic rigor. There's no room for fluffing. There's no room for fluff. Okay, go do what is needed. You have time, but don't wait too long before you submit your application. But make sure that you submit something that is original, something that is authentic, and something that shows that you've actually prepared for it. So guys, those were the tips that we employed in that essay, and I believe with the help of God, everything mixed together, we're able to get the scholarship, right? You can see that it is real, it is rigorous, and it is very genuine. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to share with someone that want to write a proposal or an essay 1 and essay 2 and don't know how to go about it. Don't forget to comment and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. Send me a feedback if there is a need for. And lastly, remember, with only 14 sports by university and global competition, your essay can be generic. It must be authentic, personal, academic in nature, and strategically aligned with GCUB mission. I may not be able to write it for everyone, but at least this video will help you to shape, and it will also help you to elevate your essay. I will see you in the next video. Until then, Artemis. Ciao, ciao.